Hello, and welcome to this beginner's yoga practice with me, Joshua Berg. We'll start in the pose of a hero, Virasana, with bent knees and hips resting on the heels. If this pose is not available to you, please feel free to adopt any comfortable seated posture. You want to be able to relax here as much as possible. Let the hands rest on the knees and allow the arms to be loose and heavy. Drop the tailbone down towards the ground and then lengthen up through the spine to the crown of the head. Let the eyes gently close. And we'll begin by taking a deep breath in through the nose. Let this breath fill up the lungs and then let it go. Exhale. Let's do that again. A deep breath in through the nose. Let the rib cage and the chest expand. And then let this exhalation be quite long. Release all of the air and notice how the body begins to soften. We'll take one last deep breath in here. Fill yourself up full of air and then really extend this exhalation. Let yourself soften where you can, especially in the face and the shoulders, and allow yourself to ground down into the floor. Now bring your awareness to the space between the eyebrows. Let that space soften. Let the eyebrows come apart and the forehead relax. Let the eye sockets relax, and the nose, and the jaw. Notice the tongue inside the mouth. Before we begin moving, we'll set an intention for this practice. So you can bring your hands to Heart Center, Anjali Mudra. Gently bow your chin towards your hands, and don't worry if nothing immediately comes to you. It can be quite simple, just like staying with the breath. Inhale to lift the head back up, and the exhalation will release the hands back down towards the knees. Now take another big deep breath in, and with the exhalation we begin a head roll. The left ear comes down towards the left shoulder, and then the chin is coming down towards the chest, all in that exhalation. The inhalation starts at the bottom, and it carries the head all the way up to the top, the chin lifting up towards the sky, and the throat opens. The exhalation starts there at the top, and carries you all the way down. Keep the rest of the body very relaxed here, inhaling from the bottom up, especially the shoulders, the weight of the body still grounding down. And your awareness is really fully with the breath. The breath is guiding this movement and is full each time. Each exhalation completely releases all of the air. We'll take a couple more cycles of breath here. Full exhalation and full inhalation. Noticing what's there, noticing the sensations you're experiencing through the neck, through the throat, maybe even the shoulders. Let this inhalation carry you all the way up. One last breath in here. And then we'll change direction. Exhale to reverse. The same principles, the chin coming down towards the chest on the exhalation, the inhalation starting from the bottom all the way up. Try to keep the face relaxed here. That space between the eyebrows and the eye sockets, the jaw. And notice if it's different on this side. If there's anywhere that's particularly tense, feel free to linger in those parts. You can breathe deeply into them. Allow the body to soften naturally in its own time. Beautiful inhalation and exhalation. Notice the release of the pelvis, the length through the side bodies here. And let this last inhalation fill you right up. And then exhale, return the head to neutral. Now lift the arms, palms face down. Turn the palms up towards the sky. Fingertips onto the shoulders and then the elbows touch. From here, inhale and lift the elbows up towards the sky. The exhalation will carry them all the way down. Inhale from the bottom up. Exhaling from the top down. Again here, keeping everything as soft as it can be, and really just taking our full awareness into the breath and the sensations that you're experiencing through the shoulders and the chest, with everything else remaining very still. You can have the eyes gently closed, or if they're open, try focusing them on just one spot ahead of you. Keeping them still allows us to really bring our awareness fully into this moment. And let's change direction. On your next inhalation, carry the elbows up, and exhale, release them down. Maybe they come to touch in the center on the way down. Notice the length through the side body here on the inhalation, especially as you maintain that rooting, that grounding down. Length through the spine to the crown of the head. And again, keep that gaze soft if the eyes are open, or allow the eyelids to be heavy and relaxed. Take one last inhalation here, and then let this exhalation release the hands back down towards the knees. Now inhale, and the arms will extend out beside you and then overhead. Interlace the fingers and take the palms up towards the sky. Release the shoulders down the back. Now let the arms just drop forwards a bit into your peripheral vision, keeping the eyes quite still. And notice the extra space now as you release the shoulders down. Inhale here, fill up, and then let the exhalation release the arms back down. We'll do the same thing again. Inhale, carry the arms out to the side, but this time change the interlace, the non-dominant grip. So shift the fingers along one. Take the palms back up towards the sky, releasing the shoulders, lengthening. Inhale here to fill up once more, and then exhale, we'll release the hands back down. On the next inhalation, bring the weight forwards into the hands, and then bring the legs round in front of you. Extend them long, and flex the feet. Engage the kneecaps up the legs, and you can use the hands beside you or behind you for support to lengthen the spine through the crown of the head. Now, inhale, take the flex, and with the exhalation, we're going to stretch the foot away from you, right to the tips of the toes. Inhale, work through the flex, kick that heel, and then exhale, there's the stretch. Bringing the heel towards you now as you lengthen through the front of the ankle. Inhale. Keep lengthening through the crown of the head, bringing that navel in towards the spine, shoulder blades down the back. Exhaling to stretch, full articulation of the foot here. And with your inhalation, you're really thinking about bringing your pinky toes towards you, the big toes away. Full articulation of the foot. Inhaling. And exhale, releasing all of the air. Inhale back into that flex. And then from here, we're going to bend the knees. You can keep the hands beside you for support. And we're taking some easy circles with the ankles, keeping everything else very still. Take it as slow as you like, so that you can really bring your awareness into the sensations you're experiencing. By keeping everything else very still, you have that isolation there of the ankle joint. Let's change direction. Stay aware of the breath here, and that commitment of the navel towards spine. And notice the difference as you rotate in this direction. From here, you can lengthen the legs again, give them a shake, just to loosen them up. And then we'll cross the ankles and come forwards into a tabletop. So splay the fingers evenly here and root down through the base of the index finger. You want the wrist underneath the shoulders and the knees in line with the wrists. Take a nice neutral spine. A full breath in, inhale. And with the exhalation, you push down into the base of that index finger, arch the spine, look towards your navel. Inhale to come through, drop the belly down, look up, shoulder blades down the back, and then exhale again, push into the hands, round the spine, look towards the navel. We'll take a few rounds like this, so enjoy it. Inhale, releasing the shoulders, looking up. And then exhale, you can push down into the shins and the hands. Full articulation of the spine. Again here, let the breath guide this movement very much, allowing full inhalation and exhalation every time. Soft through the face. Maybe even a slight smile. Let's take one last inhalation here to fill up, and then exhale to release. Bring the big toes together to touch, the knees go wide, mat width apart. Inhale to lengthen, and then exhale to sink the hips back and down to child's pose, Balasana. Relax the forehead down here and release the whole weight of the body. Inhale to fill up into the rib cage, feel that back body expand, and with your exhalation, try to let go of everything you can. Do that again, inhale, full breath, and exhale, softening. Know that you can find this pose at any time in the practice. It is always available to you. Keep lengthening the pelvis back towards the heels, to enjoy that expansion through the side body. And then on the next inhalation, you're going to bring the weight back into that tabletop. Take the shins and the feet back into parallel. Engage the navel in towards the spine. And then inhale, extend the right arm and the left leg in opposite directions away from you. With the exhalation, you're going to round the spine and bring the knee towards the elbow. Keep hugging that navel in. Inhale, a full breath, extend the arm and the leg out, and then exhale to round. Inhale, go again, extend all the way from the heel to the fingers. Exhale, navel hugging in, round the spine. Inhale, take it out once more. And then exhale, replace the hand and the leg back down to the mat. We'll work straight away to the other side. Inhale, the left arm and the right leg. Now the toes and the knees face down of that right leg, pelvis square. Reach out, inhale, and then with your exhalation, we'll round. Bring the elbow towards the knee, navel hugs in. Inhale to extend, and exhale. Inhale, all the way, fingers to the heel of that foot, and exhale. Release all of the air. Inhale, extend it out once more, and then exhale, release the hand and the leg back to the mat. Now take the tuck of the toes, inhale, and exhale, push into the hands, float the hips back and up, downward facing dog. Now you can keep the heels high here and the knees quite bent. Relax the shoulders as much as possible and the head and the neck. You can give it a shake from side to side if you like, maybe a nod. Make sure there's no tension there. And then find that root of the base of the index finger. Push into that. Inhale to bend the knees a lot, and then exhale, you can send the hips back and up behind you as the heels root down towards the mat. Let the next inhalation carry the knees back down towards the mat and exhale to revisit child's pose. Knees wide, toes together. Take a breath here. Inhale and exhale. The next inhalation will bring you back through that tabletop. Take the tuck of the toes and exhale, downward facing dog. Float the hips back and up. Now look towards the hands and quietly step the feet to meet the hands. Keep them hip width apart for now. That's generally 2 fists width. Allow the knees to bend, and you can soften the torso over the knees. Release the crown of the head and maybe even hold on to either elbow. Perhaps even gently rock from side to side. Breathe deeply here, fill up the back body, and with the exhalation really let yourself go. Let the whole weight of the torso hang. Let go of the arms. On the inhalation, we're coming up to a halfway lift, flat back. You can walk the hands up the legs as high as you need to find length through the spine, the crown of the head, the pelvis reaches back. And as you exhale, drop the crown of the head, but keep the length in the legs, tilt the pelvis up, standing forward fold. Inhale, let's do that again, the same thing. Find that length, hug the navel in, pelvis back, and then exhale, tilt the pelvis up as you drop the crown of the head, lengthening the legs. Now on this inhalation, you come up halfway, carry the arms out to the side, and then push the feet into the floor to stand all the way. Look up towards the hands, and then exhale, bring them down through prayer. Bring the feet together, the big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Samastihiti. Engage the legs towards each other. Keep pushing down into the floor with the feet extending through the crown of the head. Another breath in here. And then exhale, release the hands down by your sides, palms face forwards, mountain pose, Tadasana. The eyes gently closed. Note the stillness, the quiet. You can gently rock forwards and back over the feet here, finding a perfect midline. And now we take Surya Namaskar sun salutations. Inhale to reach the arms up, look up. And then exhale, take a swan dive. The heart leads, spine stays long. Release the crown of the head down. Inhale, find that halfway lift, flat back, just like we had before. And then with the exhalation, take the hands down either side of the feet and step back into a high plank. Inhale the weight forwards into the hands, but keep lengthening through the heels. And then exhale, release the knees, the chest, and the chin down to the mat. Inhale to stay low and roll through to a baby cobra here. Pushing into the hands, the tops of the feet and the pelvis root down for a back bend. Exhale to release. Inhale, let's do that again. Release the shoulder blades down the back. Extend through the crown of the head to come up. You can take the hands off here and hold. Baby cobra. Exhale to release. Inhale to come up once more now using the hands. Pushing into the hands, you can really find that back bend. Bhujangasana. Exhale to release once more. Inhale will come through that tabletop position, and then exhale, take the tuck of the toes, hips float up and back, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths here. So relax the head, relax the jaw, the eyes, and make sure the feet are in line with the hands. Hands are in line with each other. And after your 3rd breath, you'll look towards the hands, and you can travel the feet to meet the hands, either step or hop the feet. You find your halfway lift on the inhalation, a flat back. Exhale, standing forward fold or Uttanasana. And then inhale, push into the floor to come all the way up, long spine, look up, reach up, hands come back to prayer. That's 1 round of Surya Namaskar A. So let's do that again. Inhale, reach up. Shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, swan dive. Heart leads. Inhale, there's the halfway lift, a flat back, navel hugs in towards the spine. Exhale, step back into your high plank pose. Inhale, weight forwards into the hands, length through the whole body. Exhale to release the knees, the chest, and the chin. Elbows by your sides. Inhale, stay low, roll through Bhujangasana, that of cobra. Exhale to release. Inhale, come through your tabletop. And exhale to float the hips back and up. 3 deep breaths. Notice here these shoulder blades working down the back and away from each other, broad through the upper back. Heels rooting down, length through the back of the legs. After the next exhalation, you can look towards the hands and take that same journey. The feet meet the hands. There's a halfway lift on the inhale. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Long spine, look up. Exhale, hands come to prayer. We'll take one more round. Inhale. And exhale, long spine. Inhale, halfway. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back into high plank. Inhale, weight forwards into the hands. Exhale, the knees, the chest, the chin. Down to the mat. Stay low. Inhale, roll through. Cobra pose. Back bend. Exhale, release. Inhale, find that tabletop. And exhale, downward facing dog. Notice here as we revisit down dog, if it becomes a bit more comfortable each time, if you're able to find a bit more space in the hamstrings, in the shoulders, the calves and Achilles, deep breaths. And then looking towards the hands, step the feet to meet the hands. There's your inhalation, the flat back, long spine. Exhale, drop the crown of the head. Inhale, root to rise, all the way. Look up, exhale, hands to prayer, and hold them there as you now root down through your right foot. So find the big toe mound of that right leg. Keep it nice and strong there. And then we're going to pick up the left foot. You can use your hand if you like. We're coming into tree pose, vrikshasana. And the sole of the foot comes to the inside of the leg. Now it doesn't have to be above the knee. It can be quite low on the calf or even toes on the floor if you'd like. Just avoid the side of the knee. Keep the gaze very steady here, as steady as you can, and remain full awareness of the breath. Inhale to lift the knee and exhale to replace that leg back down onto the floor. Now find the left big toe, root down, inhale to pick up that right leg. Again, you can use the hand here if you'd like to place the foot somewhere on the leg that feels comfortable for you today. The sole of the foot pushes into the leg and the leg is pushing back. Gaze is steady. Deep breaths. And then inhale, bring that knee forwards. And exhale, release the leg back down to the mat. Give it a shake out. Bringing the feet back together, inhale. Look up, reach the arms up. Exhale, take the swan dive once more, long spine. Inhale, halfway lift. This is your flow. Exhale, you take it back into a high plank. Inhale the weight forwards into the hands. And exhale, release the knees down to the mat. Now take them back a couple of inches. Walk the hands forwards a couple of inches. And then send the pelvis back and up as you release the chest down towards the mat. Notice here that opening up through the upper back. Take the big breath in. And with the exhalation, really let the head be heavy. Reach that pelvis back. Opening up here through the side bodies and the upper back, the chest. And with your next inhalation, bring it forwards again into that tabletop and then extend the legs back into high plank. Weight forwards into the hands. The exhalation is going to bring you all the way down in one long line, elbows in, hug that navel in. And then when you get there, release the toes, the tops of the feet push down and the pelvis just like cobra. Now the elbows come directly underneath the shoulders. And then you can engage the elbows in towards the side body as you lengthen through the crown of the head on the inhalation, shoulder blades down the back. Exhale to release. Make a pillow with the hands. You can release the forehead down here. Take a breath. And exhale. We'll do the same thing again, the same back bend. So inhale, you're setting yourself up with the elbows directly underneath the shoulders, palms down. Tops of the feet and the pelvis root down as you engage the elbows in towards you, lengthen through the crown of the head, shoulder blades down the back, and exhale once more to release. Inhale, you're coming through your tabletop, and exhale back to your child's pose, Balasana. Taking the hips back towards the heels, lengthening the spine and the arms away from you. Relax the forehead down. Take a deep breath here. Inhale. And exhale to settle, to soften. Take the rest. Deep breaths. Relaxing the jaw and all the muscles in the face. Take one more full cycle of breath here. Inhale and exhale. And then on your next inhalation, walk the hands in towards you. And again, we're going to come round to a seat. So if you want to take the legs round to your side or cross the ankles and roll back over them, either way. And then bring the soles of the feet together and bring the heels close in towards the groin. You can hold on to the arches of the feet. Release the knees down. Let the legs be very heavy here. Elbows can rest on the insides of the legs. Inhale to extend the spine, reach through the crown of the head. And exhale, lead with the heart. Keep that spine nice and long as you come forwards. Every inhalation, maybe come out just a little bit. Find some extra space, extra length. And then as you exhale, you lower. Each time perhaps just a bit further. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to come down. The next inhalation, sit the spine back up nice and long. Send the legs now long in front of you. Keep the soles of the feet together to make more of a diamond shape. The arms wrap around underneath the ankles and hold on to the tops of the feet. You inhale for a long spine and then exhale to soften the head down, lengthen through the chest. Take another breath. Inhale. And with this exhalation, you really let go completely. Let the whole weight of the body go. Inhaling, pull the arms back out from under the legs and then bring the hips forward to the front of the mat. Knees are bent, soles of the feet on the floor. You inhale for long arms, hug the navel in, and then exhale very slowly. Come down, rolling down your spine, one vertebrae at a time. Really take it slow so you can feel each vertebrae one by one, the shoulder blades and then the back of the head. Let the arms release down by your sides, palms face down. The heels come in towards the glutes. Maybe you can even touch them with your fingertips. Now root down through the feet, and as you inhale, you're going to push into the feet, tuck the tailbone underneath, and lift up the front body. With your exhalation, release back down, one vertebrae at a time. Tailbone comes down last. We'll do the same thing again. This is bridge, Setu Bandhasana. Inhale, push into the feet. The tailbone tucks and lifts. The whole front body comes up. Keep pushing into the feet. And then exhale to soften all the way back down. One more time. Inhale, push into the feet. There's the lift, the tuck of the pelvis. Come all the way up. Bridge pose. And exhale. Release the hips back down towards the ground. From here, you can take the feet out wide, mat width apart. Let the knees knock in towards each other. And then just let them knock from side to side like windshield wipers. And this way you can release the low back, any tension around the tailbone, keeping everything else very loose. Now bring the knees in towards the chest. Keep them quite tight together and take some small circles with the knees in one direction and then the other. And here again, we're just massaging that tailbone, releasing the low back. Full breaths. Releasing the knees, let the shins be parallel to the sky and take the arms out to your sides, palms face down, shoulder height. Take an inhalation here, hug the navel in towards the spine, and with the exhalation, let the legs fall to the right side. The left shoulder blade roots. We're in a reclined twist. Inhale, and exhale at the bottom to completely release all of the weight. Maybe you use that right hand on top of the legs just for a bit of extra twist, just as an option. Another few rounds of breath here. And with every exhalation, really release everything you can. Let go of any physical or mental tension. Try to soften as much as possible. Full breath in and out. Now, hugging that navel in towards the spine, carry the knees up through center on the inhalation, and on the exhalation, we'll take them over to the left side, the right shoulder blade rooting down. Take your time, use the breath, and when you get to the bottom, release completely. Then take another full inhalation and exhale. Now maybe this time the left hand rests on top of the thigh. You could even look towards the right side if it feels comfortable in the neck. Long, deep breaths, softening wherever possible. Hugging that navel in towards the spine. The legs come back through center. Inhale. And then exhale. You can give yourself a nice big hug, a big squeeze of the knees. Let the tailbone root down, the shoulder blades root down, so the whole spine is long on the mat. And then with the exhalation, you're gently encouraging the knees up towards you. Maybe you'd like to take a happy baby. The soles of the feet towards the sky, and the arms are wrapped through the insides of the knees and then to the outsides of the feet, gently pulling down with the hands but kicking up with the feet. And again, releasing that tailbone so the spine is long, maybe swaying from side to side if it feels good. And from here you can release the legs, the soles of the feet back down towards the floor. Again, take the hands down beside you, and then just like bridge again, push into the feet so the hips raise just a couple of inches. Take the hands, palms face down underneath the hips, maybe to a diamond shape. Rest the hips back down onto the hands, the soles of the feet come back together, and then let the knees knock out wide. Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined bound angle pose. Here with a light lift of the sacrum. If that light lift at the low back isn't working for you, feel free to release the arms down beside you. Otherwise, deep breaths here. Allow the eyes to softly close. Notice the rise and fall of the chest. The quiet of the mind. And gently bringing the knees back in towards each other. And then extending the legs long on your mat. And we're coming into our final position, Shavasana. Let the arms rest away from the body, palms face up. And take a second to get yourself really comfortable here. Make any adjustments you need to make to clothing or to the posture itself. Anything you need to do so you can really enjoy this. And once you've found this place of stillness, let's take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale. Let it go. Let's do that again. Inhale. A full deep breath in, fill right up. And exhale to let it go. Third and final deep breath here. Inhale. And this time with the exhalation, open the mouth. Exhale, sigh it out with an ah sound. Release all of the air and let yourself soften. And bring your attention down to your toes and relax your toes. Relax the balls of the feet and the arches, the heels. Relax your ankles and the calves and the knees. Relax the thighs, the hamstrings. The legs are heavy. Relax the pelvis. Relax the groin and the glutes. Relax the low belly, the navel. Let go of the stomach. Let go of the rib cage and the chest, the fronts of the shoulders. Relax the low back, all the muscles around the tailbone and up along the spine, the back of the ribs and the shoulder blades, the tops of the shoulders. Release the biceps, the triceps, the elbows. Relax your forearms, the wrists, the palms of the hands, the fingers and the thumbs. Relax the neck and the throat, the jaw, the tongue inside the mouth, the lips, the cheekbones. Relax your nose and your eyes. Relax the space between the eyes. Relax your eyebrows and your forehead. Relax the crown of the head and the entire scalp. The whole body is completely relaxed. The whole body is completely relaxed. You can start to begin some gentle movement in the fingers and the toes, the wrists and the ankles. And then, taking a deep inhalation, reach the arms overhead and stretch through the body like you just woke up in the morning. You can roll over onto either side, make a pillow with the underneath arm, and keep the eyes closed here. Notice the weight of the body. Allow the breath to be very relaxed. And keeping the eyes closed, you can then push yourself up to any comfortable cross-legged variation. And you will release the hands onto the knees, let the tailbone drop down, and then extend through the spine to the crown of the head, eyes still gently closed. Take a deep breath in here, and exhale. Note the stillness. Note the quiet. Bring your hands to heart center. Gently bow your chin towards your hands. And thank yourself for taking the time for this practice. And thank you from me. Namaste. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.